Next topic of discussion.
Something we've all been excited about.
Yes.
And been playing a lot of.
So I'm going to give the news, and then we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give the news, and we're going to talk about it. Curse of Osiris has been confirmed as the Destiny 2's first expansion. Earlier, a listing for Destiny 2's first expansion went up on Microsoft Store. The expansion is called Curse of Osiris and centers on the warlock Ikora. Destiny 2's Expansion 1, Curse of Osiris, continues your Guardian's journey with all new story missions and adventures set in a new destination, Mercury. Journey through time and space to learn the secrets of Osiris, avert a dark future, and rebuild the ties between legendary warlock and his greatest students, Ikora Rey. So, that sounds pretty awesome to me.
I like it. I liked the Trials of Osiris in the game because it was a 3v3. And once you die, you die. You do not get to come back. And, you know, you got to go to the lighthouse and you were able to get super awesome gear. But I'm very excited about the expansion that's going to be coming. Because, you know, like I said, we've all three been playing it. I think this is going to be... I was going to say this is going to be way better. It's already way better, and we've only been probably a couple hours into it.
I beat it.
Yeah, Allie. Allie has
Unless
no
you're
life.
Allie.
Allie has no life,
That's
apparently.
true. I have no. Well, also once they
She has no
Governor
life.
Scott canceled classes for a couple days. I had a lot more time on my hands.
Sure wish Panera could have canceled work for a couple of days.
You know, when you want to spend time with your significant other, you have to give up things. So
I appreciate you doing that for me.
So you want me to get single right now? That would be a lot of work. After a lot of work's already been this.
Like you're there. You guys are done. You're whatever.
Yeah.
But I get to stay single. And it's great.
Yeah. Well, that's not my advice. Find somebody that you love.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Grow old together.
And Destiny 2 is not one that you can marry, okay?
Not with that attitude.
So let's go ahead and let's jump into it. Destiny 2 came out this past week.
Yes.
We've put in some time. I probably played 4 hours, maybe max.
I'm about 5.
I'm level 7 right now. Just played my first multiplayer match. Got an exotic just to drop.
See, and that's what I don't get because I've played about 15. And
Were you killing it like me though?
oh yeah, I mean I've been top most of the time that I've been
You were
playing.
top.
I was on top
You were-
all time.
Okay.
And I'm getting these uncommons. I'm like, oh, I just went from 73 lot to 77. That's pretty cool. And then I get there, and Zach's like, oh yeah, I'm playing. He held his own, but there was other people got more kills than him, and homeboy gets an exotic drop. I'm like, what's this garbage?
Was it gear or weapon?
It was gear.
Well, it was gear or weapon. It was an Ingram.
I see.
So I'm going to roll something. Hopefully it's a weapon. Because I already got an
I hope it
exotic.
glitches and it gives you a common.
That'd be amazing. No,
Man, that's
honestly,
like...
I'm just
feel like
playing.
for
I'm
the
just playing.
from the exotic Ingrams I've been getting, I think I've been getting more gear drops than I have been weapon drops.
Yeah. I'm going to get Gillhorn, whatever it is.
Gallahorn.
Whatever it is.
Gallo.
Gillhorn.
They are bringing back old weapons from the first one, right?
I have no idea.
Maybe.
Okay,
I
so
love Thorn.
Thorn was good. I've been using the pistol a lot.
I like
I'm just saying
hand
that.
cannons.
I've been using the pistol a lot.
hand cannons.
Hand
Yeah.
cannons and everything. Yeah, I've been using a lot more.
They've got a ton of stopping power. So, who wants to go first?
Allie, you beat it. You go first.
Woo. Okay.
Don't give story plots.
No. I'm not going to go into the story aspect. The only thing I will say is that there actually is a story in this game.
Yeah.
And I love the cinematics they put in. There's they're clearly like pre-rendered. Like they made them and then put them in the game. Because then there's like the cutscenes with your character. And you can tell they're slightly different in terms of the quality.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, obviously, because each character is different. But I enjoy it immensely. It's so great. I will say, like, literally, like, 2 seconds into the game, like, from, like, you press, like, yes, I want to play Destiny now. It's, whenever the ghost is talking at the beginning, and that's not a spoiler, because it's like, I knew you, and you're like, okay, it's Ghost, and then after, like, a second, his voice gets all computerized, and he's like, I'm the Ghost, and I'm like, yeah, who saw that coming? Literally, he's like, humanity thrived until it didn't. And I was like, oh, come on. Like, that's how you chose to write that? Like, it was...
Yeah.
It was...
Like, I felt Nathan Drake was talking to me because it's Nolan North.
Oh,
And I'm like, is Nathan Drake in this game?
Yeah.
Like, Nolan North is, like, phoning it in. He's not bad the rest of the game, but it was like...
It's just the writing.
Yeah, it was bad writing on that part.
And it's like literally, like, you're... Like, you go into the game hearing that, you're just like, please tell me the rest of the game isn't going to be, like, on par with this. And it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Did you import your character?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did too.
I did it as well.
Wait, no, I didn't.
You had a PlayStation character originally. But
That's who it was. Yeah, okay.
Did you import it?
Yeah, that's who it was.
Okay.
It still sucked.
I thought it was pretty cool though, to see, you know, like who you beat this thing with, this thing
like, the
with.
date, and it's like you get to like go back. You're like, oh, I do remember doing that. Oh, I've been through so much.
Yeah.
Well, I only played a couple of days on the PlayStation account, so my guy was not very good. Like if it would have been my Xbox Guardian, I would have been way better.
But you picked the system that you had more people playing on, so. And that's usually how it goes. It's like you pick the system has more people playing on. What else? Like I'll let you finish.
No, I just yeah, like you definitely feel like a lot more of like an emotional attachment to all the different characters. One thing that's like I kind of love it, but like the only way I can describe it is because obviously you guys have gotten, you know, at least a little bit into the game. Like that first part when
that was just a shade at us a little bit.
No, I'm saying like just like for like story mode purposes.
Yeah.
This is like very beginning. Like you go and it's like whenever you're like running through the tower and like it's the first time like you see Cade and he's at the doorway but you can't walk past him. He's standing there. Literally at that entire time of like the entire time you're in the tower interacting with, you know, Cade, Ikora, and Zavala. The best way to describe it, and once I say it, you'll know what I mean, it feels exactly like this, is those rides like Disney World or Universal where it's like they have the screen and it looks like, for example, the Harry Potter rides, it looks like Harry, Ron, and Hermione are right there talking to you. Yeah. And like you're just like, you're stuck there and you're like, oh my god, they're right there and I'm talking to them, that's so cool. That's literally what that entire thing felt like. But it was fine. I was just like, I feel like I'm on one of those rides right now.
Like, one thing that I'll comment on is, like, the main guardians that you constantly had to go up to in the first game and, like, get your better gear or whatever.
Those three.
Yeah, those three. Like, they finally have personalities other than, you know, just the little quips or whatever that they would say. And you actually get to learn more about them. And that is so nice.
And, yeah, without going too much into story, you get to see... Especially with Ikora and Zavala, you get to see like a more like emotional side of them because you know, terrible stuff is happening. So it's like how do we see these people when this thing is taken away from them? Yeah. So it's really cool to see that, and then also like again, not getting spoilers, like you get to see them interact more throughout the game. Just their personalities were actually there.
See, Cade is always going to be he uplifts people, but in like a joking way. Like when you see Cade in the first part of that game, he's like, "I got a date for two. It's going to be quick," but then he gets butt kicked, obviously, because he didn't obviously kill anybody. He just kind of rescued. Well, I don't know what happened to him because I haven't seen.
I know what happened.
I know, but I'm liking the game. It's. I mean, it looks beautiful. Yeah. Stunning. I love the way. Because I've done more competitive matches and online matches than I have actually story. I going in there low level, you have to be really good in order to
give them exotics.
No, I mean just to get kills. I mean, I like you gotta have the good equipment.
Exotic drops.
But I've enjoyed competitive a lot, and the story that I've done, I've enjoyed it because I know me and you got to play for a brief moment.
Calling on the phone.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, and one thing that really bothers me, and like it's one of those like if you look it up, everyone's like, why is it like this? Is the fact that the Guardian doesn't talk. Your Guardian does not talk at all, even though they still have voice actors listed for them.
Yeah, 'cause I think they originally had somebody like they had those people recorded lines and everything, but to focus on the Guardians or what the other ones, Zavala or whatever.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna fix that in the DLC. I think they're gonna give the Guardian talking lines because people I mean, like, if you looked up, like, Guardian voice or whatever, people are just like, why isn't my Guardian talking? Please let my Guardian talk. I miss my Guardian talking.
Yeah, it was nice in the first game, but...
Like, you didn't say a whole lot, but it was still, like, you know, they talked, and so it's like they actually had, you know, something there.
Yeah, the ghost does all the talking for you, but I will say this, I would sacrifice my Guardian talking to get a good story.
Oh, no, I completely agree.
Definitely...
I completely agree.
Now, can we take a second? I could, in the first game, I didn't give two
Rudy Poos
about the villains.
No.
But Destiny 2, just the freaking beginning of the story game, I'm like, I'm already way more invested in him than I ever was about Crota, ever about those other guys. I can't even remember their names.
Because you never learned anything about them. Whereas this character, they actually delve into why he's doing what he's doing. Where did he come from? Why is he here? What brought him here? How is he going to accomplish this? They actually go into depth about that. You're just like, I care.
The first 30 minutes of the game, like getting through, you know, like Dominus coming in and pretty much taking over everything, had more story than the whole first game with all the expansions put together. And the first time you see Dominus, and I can't remember his right-hand man talking, like, that had so much emotion in it. And it's not like, you know, like any kind of like touchy-feely, but it's like...
It wasn't just like people reading lines off a paper.
Yeah, and
it was people actually acting.
You could see it in like the delivery, like just like the little subtle movements of the face or whatever, and it was so good. And Dominus, like, yeah, he's this evil guy that wants the light and everything, but like we're getting more and more about the Legion. Like the Cabal was always this interesting like group of enemies, but they were not too hard to kill in the first game, and it was like, why are these guys so feared? And then you get this game where the Red Legion comes in and like just takes everything down, steals all the light from the Guardians and everything, and we're actually getting the speaker talking a little bit more than just like, oh, hey guys,
what's up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because like they can't, like they go back to, like they throughout the game they check in with Dominus and the speaker and all that stuff. And, like, there are times you're just like, oh, my gosh. Like, some of the stuff that the speaker says, like, it just, you're like, whoa, that was a really cool line. And so, like, it, again, can't spoil it. You guys gotta play the story.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Actually, no. I'm just, because I made another character, so I could just play through the story again. But, yes, like, it just, they did such a good job with the story in this one. And especially introducing Hawthorne.
Yes,
I love Hawthorne.
I like that character.
Also, I love her voice actress. She's amazing.
Who is it?
I cannot remember her name. I feel terrible about that. But,
Jeff Goldblum?
Yes, Jekyll. No, she does the non-accent female Inquisitor voice. There's, like, the higher-pitched British one. She does the other one. Like, if you listen to it, you can hear it.
Destiny, Bungie, just gotta do one thing for you.
Not yet. Not yet. Because I've got something to complain about.
Oh, I have so many things to complain about that game.
Shaders. What the crap is going on with the shaders? Why are there microtransactions on something like this? Yes, people are going to be like, oh, it's just cosmetic. Holy crap, okay? Yes, we bought shaders in the first game. They dropped normally in the game, but they colored your entire thing and they weren't single use.
Yeah.
These are only one piece of part of your armor and they're one-time uses. And you have to microtransact.
Do they still drop in the game?
They occasionally drop.
They're very rare. You usually get them from like gaining reputation with people.
Yeah. It is bull crap. And for us to have to buy silver and do this,
you don't
that's
have
ridiculous.
To buy silver to do it. I've gotten I have a ton of shaders.
I'm just saying, for you to be able to like, oh, like I know when I played Destiny 1, but like I don't want to be blue today. I want to be purple, so I throw my purple shader on. Or I want to be gold today. Or I want to look like the Master Chief today, or whatever. Like I'd be able to change that up at any time. But now it's like, well, I've got to stock up on these purples. I've got to stock up on these. Well, I'm out of that, so I'm going to be left looking like a renegade rogue hobo thing. Like my character looks so lame right now because I don't have any shaders and I'm not going to buy any. And if they made it where the shaders were multiple use, I could understand it.
Yeah.
I would support that. But for them
That they're consumable.
They're consumables. And that is ridiculous. And for them to make people pay for that is also ridiculous. There's a right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it. The way they did in the first game is the right way to do it. And if it would have started out this way, it'd be a different story. But they're taking away something they already had in the game and changing it for the worse because they're big freaking greedy. Activision, I don't know if it's Bungie. I'm going to blame Activision because it's the publisher, and I always blame the publisher over the developer.
Actually, some guy came out and was talking about it. I think it was the developer. I think it is Bungie.
Well, then, Bungie, get off your butt and fix it.
My thing, whenever I first saw it, I was like you. I was very livid, but I came around and I was like, yeah, it's not terrible. I'm willing to outweigh the pros and cons for it. I like the fact that you can individually choose what thing you want, because say like, oh, you want blue this, but what if you want some orange of that?
Yeah,
like,
but it shouldn't be.
No, I agree. I
use.
don't like the consumable thing, because I found one shader, I'm like, oh my god, I love this, and I think I ran out of them, so I have to get more of those. But what
I want to be neon green and blue.
I'm straight up blue because my character is blue and she's blue. Abadi abadi.
Are you awoken?
Yeah, I
I'm awoken.
Awoken's the best race.
I'm woke. What's up?
We woke. I would high five, but I'm over here.
Yeah, we keep her in the corner.
Where I belong.
Jeez, I didn't say that. Allie said that.
Because it's really computers. So, but something that I think that they could do to maybe help appease people because of the consumable thing is have something. They have it in World of Warcraft where it's like they have like a market that players can put up their stuff and you can buy it. If people were allowed to like trade shaders.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the greatest solution, but it's like, I have this, I'm not going to use it, someone else might want it, give it to them. So
I
you
doubt
can
they
trade.
ever open any kind
Oh
of
god, no, they
system
never
up.
will. They never will. I can tell you right
We
now.
heard rumors of it in the first one.
Yeah, that never came true. They've got to fix it. That's all I got to say. There's so much outcry. You go over to Reddit, oh my god, it
There
is
is.
a madhouse over
They
there.
might change it later, or maybe, but I mean, like, the developer already came out and was defending why he thought it was a good choice, so I don't see them changing it anytime soon. Even though there's, like, a huge, like, outcry about it.
Well, here's my suggestion. Talk with your wallet. If you're in favor of it, go spend your money on it.
Yeah.
If you're not in favor of it, like I am not in favor of it, don't spend your money on it.
Nope.
Don't let them get your money.
Yeah.
Boycott it. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are on board with that as well. Speak with your wallet. If you want these kind of things in there, then go ahead. That you see game developers and publishers doing this crap all the time, and Shadow of War is going to be the worst one of it. And it's not just going to be cosmetic in that game. It's going to be actual gameplay stuff. So talk with your wallet. Don't let people push you around. And
Yeah, all in all, go get Destiny 2. It's a great game. They
I agree.
significantly improved upon the first one.
Like, it's definitely worth the play, worth the purchase.
yeah, or you could gameplay.
Or you can gameplay it. But, I mean, there is going to be something. There's never going to be a game that you're 100% this is the best game in the world.
No, yeah,
Breath
yeah,
of
it's
the Wild.
definitely. That's fair. That's fair.
Just saying.
They're a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
Also, it's Zelda. Their games are not always, but they're usually really good and groundbreaking.
Ocarina of Time, baby.
Mass Effect 1.
Dragon Age, Inquisition specifically.
I'm just saying. You know what's interesting? Bethesda has an unannounced game due to release this year.
And what unannounced game might that be?
Well, we'll get into it. Bethesda will release one more unannounced game before the end of 2017. Speaking with Tech Syndicate, Bethesda VP of Marketing Pete Hines explained, "We have a ton of stuff going on, and we even have a game coming this year that we haven't even told anyone about yet. They can wait. It won't be long." Bethesda's slate until the end of 2017 is already pretty stuff. Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, The Evil Within 2, Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, Quake Champions, Skyrim on Switch, Doom VFR, and Fallout 4 VR are all coming before the new year is rung in. Now, it is likely that it isn't a triple A freemium game spotted in June, or two projects that are bigger than anything Bethesda has made before. Oh, and it definitely isn't in the development of Elder Scrolls 6, if Todd Howard's words.
Todd
true.
Howard.
Todd Howard
Comes out on stage.
comes out on stage. What do you think it could be?
I don't even have an idea of what it could be. What do you? I mean, do you have any speculation?
I'm
talking about like.
Here's my thought. It's not going to be a console game. It's going to be another mobile game like Fallout Shelter. That is going to be this.
You think that's what it is?
I think it's going to be something along that. It might be something that works with New Colossus, or that is something like that, Building Back America, or something along those lines. Because that's the bigger title this year. That's going to appeal to a more mass audience. Evil Within 2 is going to appeal to a certain audience. Yeah. And then you have Switch getting Skyrim. That's another re-release of that game. And then you have the VR versions that's going to a specific thing. So I think they're going to double down on having some kind of mobile experience that ties in or adds to the new Colossus. So that's my idea on it. It will be a mobile game, in my opinion.
I apologize. I was trying to look something up, so I was only half listening to it. So they're coming out with a new game.
Another game that's not been announced.
Another game that's not been announced, and they haven't specified. Obviously, since you're guessing mobile, they haven't specified what platform it's going to be on.
No, they haven't said it's going to be AAA or if it's going to be mobile or what. But it's not going to be Skyrim, so don't get your hopes up. They've already confirmed that they're not working on the Game of Thrones game that we talked about a few weeks ago. That Target said that they were.
Well, it's Target. They just wanted to cause some hubbub.
Yeah. My feeling is that it's going to be on
something
the mobile.
Could be a train, like one of those little card games, kind of like what the.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've already came out with.
They've got the Elder Scrolls card game. They might put that on. I don't know if that one's mobile or not. I thought that might be. It is.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday, man.
Sunday,
it did go mobile.
Okay, so I think it's going to be something along with New Colossus. That's my opinion.
I don't know if it'll be a mobile or not, but I could see it maybe being something related to Fallout. But then again, they did just release Fallout 4 not that long ago.
Yeah, and they're doing VR for Fallout.
That's right, I forgot about that.
I don't think it's going to be in their major catalog.
No, I forgot about that stuff, so no.
Yeah, because they've pretty much got all of their stuff that they release is coming out. Yeah. Something is coming out.
Maybe they're going to start like a whole new title.
Maybe.
To be like a main
We don't know, but apparently there's a ton of crap going on over at Bethesda. Like, they're putting out a ton of stuff.
They are.
There's always a lot going on over there.
Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 are heading to the Switch in November. Revelations sub-series of Resident Evil hasn't been highly revered as the core series, but it has its moments. Capcom seems to be confident in the series as it continues to remaster and release the games across multiple platforms. Earlier this year, we saw the release of the original Revelations on modern consoles. Switch owners will now be able to get in on the underrated fun of the series, as both Revelations 1 and 2 will be headed to the console on November 28th, which means you'll be able to move and play the game at the same time, which matches the groundbreaking step the series took of letting you shoot while moving. To read our original reviews, you can go over there and check that out on their thing. So
now, I think this is a good thing. I love the Resident Evil games. That's obviously giving you more to play on the Switch.
And Capcom, like, they saw how well. Oh wow, what was that game? Oh. Jeez, there was one of their games that they put out on the Switch, and it sold Boo-Koodles. I can't remember. Oh my god, that's annoying. But getting a Resident Evil on the Switch is a big deal because Resident Evil 7 not coming on the Switch. Okay, I'm sorry, but Resident Evil 7 is one of those games that is just so powerful that it's going to take something that's more stronger than the Switch.
Yeah. Sure. Is it one of the Street Fighter games?
Yes. Which one was
Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challenge.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Challengers.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that one.
And that series, Resident Evil, is a beloved franchise. There's diehard fans out there. So, I say good job.
We played...
Where are the keys?
Yeah, where are the keys? We couldn't find those freaking keys.
I think it was the second one.
Yeah, something like that. We played one of them. Me, on the other hand, don't like it as much as Resident Evil 7 because Resident Evil 7 is good. And speaking of Resident Evil 7, there's a gold edition that has been announced and DLC release dates as well. Resident Evil 7 long-awaited DLC will be released for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on December 12th, just in time for Christmas. Capcom has announced in conjunction with the game Gold Edition. Capcom also confirmed the delayed Not a Hero DLC, which has players assume the role as BSAA soldier Chris Redfield, will be available to download for free on December 12th as well, regardless of which copy of Resident Evil 7 players own. The End of Zoe add-on will focus on the one of the Baker daughters, Zoe. The story takes place after the events of the main game. Players will explore the new swamp-filled areas and will be battling against new enemies. Along with being included in the Gold Edition, The End of Zoe will also be available as an update for Season Pass owners as a separate download for $14.99. The special edition of the horror title will come packed with a full game and all of the add-on content, which includes the banned footage DLC add-ons and the new End of Zoe campaign. Pricing is yet to be revealed. Resident Evil 7 is on one of the top games for my year.
Still haven't played it.
Like it is in the running right now for game of the year for me.
Yeah.
When we get into December, when we start talking all of that, it's still in the running.
I have one game. 2 games.
Destiny 2 and what?
Well, I'm saying 2 games that are coming out that I want to test before I say they're my game of the year.
No, I'm not saying it's my game of the year. It's running,
yeah,
and running for it because it was such a great experience, great storytelling. Like the horror was awesome.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm a fraidy cat, so
Maybe
and doing that
a little
all
bit.
on live stream was very interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're finally getting some more DLC, and the End of Zoe will be very interesting because you had to make a decision in the game between 2 characters, and it was either Zoe or your wife. So, I guess where most people picked.
yeah, I think most people pick.
Yeah. So, in which, picking, and if you pick Zoe, you really didn't get any perks for it. So, you ended up pretty much at the same place.
Yeah, like, if anything, like, you, like, lose stuff for picking Zoe because, like, your ending sucks.
Yeah.
More than the first ending.
Yeah. So, I'm excited getting this new DLC. And if you haven't got Resident Evil 7, then getting the Gold Edition might be the way for you to go. That way you get all of it together. I have the Season Pass, and the banned footage has been awesome.
Yeah.
I need to play more of it. I haven't got into it too much, but it's very, very good.
I'm excited they're doing DLC for it, but I want them to stop doing DLC and work on the next, Resident Evil 8 game.
I'm sure they already have
I'm sure
team.
they're working on it, like, in the depths of the basement.
Yeah,
Not
like
people know about
they've
it.
already like broke off like a small team to work on these DLC
Yeah,
stuff, and they've already got the main team probably working on the new stuff.
I'm really excited for what they're gonna do with the, because I think it's like every, especially now, it's like every 3 years they kind of like, it's different. Like the first 3 games were one thing, and the next 3 games were a whole other thing.
Yeah.
So now this is a totally different thing. So I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do.
Because 4, 5, and 6 were
crap.
I heard
Except for 4.
five and six
Except
are-
for
I was
4.
about to say 4. I like
Except for
4.
four.
Yeah, I heard like 4 was good, and then 5 and 6 were just.
But they introduced the new way of shooting and everything like that. That was interesting. And, obviously 7 is a new iteration of its own.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited.
I'm ready for more of it. Can't wait for the next one. And a lot of people can't wait for this game. And this is the Marvel's Avenger Project. Will be an online third-person action adventure. Crystal Dynamics' upcoming Avengers game will feature social, shared online play and will, at least in combat sections, resemble a third-person cover-based action-adventure game. Back in January, Marvel announced that it was entering into a multi-year, multi-game partnership with Square Enix, the first product of which was announced as an upcoming Avengers game. Very few details were announced at the time. The game has remained quietly in development ever since, but now it seems that we might have our first idea of the direction the game is headed. Thanks over to NeoGAF user Neuralock. We have had a couple of job postings from Square Enix subsidiary Crystal Dynamics for upcoming game, which currently is referred to the Avengers project. One of the postings asked for applicants to be for a lead level designer position focusing on level development. The posting specifically refers to fun and unique online experiences and also asked for an understanding of social implications of shared gameplay as well as referencing various game modes and campaigns. The other posting is looking for an experienced combat designer who will work with the rest of the team to plan, prototype, and build combat systems that directly apply to a third-person cover-based action-adventure game. Now, that all being said, we probably will see something that is third-person, looks sort of like, I'm just throwing some stuff out.
All
here.
speculation.
All speculation. Like, I don't have any connection to any of these people. It's going to be third person like Gears, but it probably will run more like, I wouldn't say necessarily Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It'll be something like that where it's more third person than top down. But we'll have, if it's cover based, I don't think it will be like, cover based doesn't make any sense for a superhero game. So it might be like Shield doing something, like if it's cover based. If it's not cover based, if it's just third person combat, then it'll be kind of like the Wolverine game, which was third person, which was an amazing game. So I think that would be really cool to have. I'm curious to see what Avengers grace the screen on there. But it does, like, having the ability, I don't know if it would be like you make a character that's your own and I make a character of our own and we're getting trained to be an Avenger, you know, and it would be sort of like Destiny in its own way. You know, I'm just throwing out games at this point to kind of make something stick. But you're creating your own character and you're becoming an Avenger. I think that would be the more interesting than, oh, you're playing as Iron Man or whatever. Like, yes, that would be fun, but that game has been done. Like, there's, you know, you've got the free kind of like DC...
The DC Universe game, but it's with Marvel.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but that, you know, we've already got something like that. You know, it's kind of like the extension of Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah.
But...
Sorry.
Thanks, Sally.
What happened? What happened?
She clicked on
I thought I was clicked over here so I could type something, but I wasn't.
So, you know, I think it would be very interesting. Looking at these two postings, we can start to get an idea of some sort of game that's in development. It certainly seems that the game will be online, perhaps ending in an MMO, particularly considering the emphasis in the job description of shared gameplay and variety modes and campaigns. It would be seeing a variation of Destiny's Fireteam style setup, but with superheroes rather than Guardians. And then, like, how is this going to work with the overall, like, narrative that is being built?
Marvel Heroes, yeah.
Marvel Heroes Omega. Omega.
Bees.
So, I think it'll be cool. Interested to see more. You know, we're just getting, like, tidbits. This is coming from job postings.
Yeah, and this is what I want to see is what, you know, what style are they taking this? That is the biggest thing. Like, you know, I hope it's not something that we've seen a ton of. I want it to be something new. But then again, where we are in the gaming universe, cinematic universe, something new is very hard to do.
Yeah, I'm going to make a call right here. There'll be microtransactions and loot boxes.
I'm going to hold on to fact check myself on something really quick.
Loot boxes.
Like, I mean, they already do that with a lot of games.
Oh, I know. It's freaking ridiculous. I hate them.
I mean,
so much.
It's not bad
like,
when you get out of loot crate.
If you're...
I kicked the bucket.
Don't kick the bucket. Don't kick the bucket, man. You'll die. But, like, with Overwatch, it's fine because you're getting those pretty much just for your performance. And they're only...
Oh, I was talking about, like, sometimes Loot Crate, the box that's mailed to you will give you something that you can give.
No. I'm talking about, like, actual, like,
loot
boxes. Yeah, there you go. Those
Not
things.
To get confused with the Loot Crate.
Yeah, there's Loot Crate and then
Bridge
loot
10% off.
So, here's what I'm going to say. It's Final Fantasy 15 reskin with Marvel. That's my guess for the game. Like, dialogue completely the same, just different skins.
Just fishing.
Yeah.
One game that won't be reskinning itself, but other people are trying to be it, is PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
PUBG.
PUBG has sold over 10 million units so far. PlayerUnknown's Battleground continues to hit impressive numbers with word that the Battle Royale style game has sold more than 10 million units since its Steam Early Access release in March. And not only are people buying the game, but an awful lot of people are actually playing it. A few weeks ago, PUBG topped Steam's current list of games ranked by player count. A total of nearly 878,000 players put at the top of its current list, above games including Dota 2 and Counter-Strike Go.
Dota 2?
It took Dota 2 down. It's like, yeah, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
But
winner, chicken dinner.
Some people don't know the significance of that, but Dota 2 is a huge game. Tons of people play it.
Yeah.
I love Dota 2. I play it not as often as I used to, but it's a beautiful game.
Now, that number has climbed even higher. While its new high is more than 970,000, doesn't edge its past that the all-time concurrent player count and honor that was set by Dota 2 at 1,291,328 in March 2016. It is inching closer. Bluehole held a PUBG invitational at Gamescom this past summer, and the publisher says 92 players from 19 countries across the globe competed in the game. Peak Twitch viewership reached 536,000 on the first day, and in Panda TV, which is a Chinese competitor to Twitch, saw 5.6 million viewers at the peak. Holy crap. There are people that love this game. I haven't played it. I've been wanting to play it. I've been wanting to play it bad. I want people to come in. I want people to play with me. I want us to get in PUBG. Let's get together. Let's get a group. Let's not, close the doors. While if you don't know that, you close the doors. That's all I've learned so far. You go ravage things and you close the doors and you try not to get killed by the wall.
Yep.
Because I know my friend Luke has been really big into this game.
Luke Cage?
Luke Sasser.
PUBG?
Yeah.
He plays PUBG?
He wants he
wants to play PUBG.
He wants, because I know me, him, Jake, Willis, Jake, Marshall all play Xbox together a lot.
Yeah.
And he's
it's coming to Xbox. Yeah. And it is only going to sell more when it comes to Xbox. It was 100%. Maybe 2 weeks ago we said it sold 9 million copies, and a few before that 8 million. It is continually getting bought, and Xbox gets it. I think that is going to be an awesome thing for Xbox. It will sell consoles because people want to play it on a different system. People like the being on a console. Hopefully they don't do crossplay, because console players are going to get hammered and get destroyed by the PC players.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's PC.
They've been playing longer.
Yeah, Now, the last story of the week is the most exciting story of the week, in my opinion. When I saw this, I beat Derek Daniel to the punch. You know what, boy? I beat you to the punch.
I'm really excited about this.
Now, I have to give a shout out to Derek Daniel since I mentioned him. Derek compiles all the list of articles that we read on the podcast. So thank you, Derek. I really appreciate that, man. Keep doing a good job.
You're doing the Lord's work.
Mm-hmm. Now, LA Noire, my favorite game from Rockstar. Red Dead Redemption's ended up there, but it's one of my favorite. It's coming to modern consoles, Switch and Vive. I love that it's like modern consoles, then the Switch. Among Rockstar's many interesting projects is LA Noire, a detective and adventure game which at times its release in 2011 seemed to usher in a new era of facial tech. In 2017, the game's still a looker and will be headed to Vive, Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One come November 14th. So not very far away, everyone. All three of these versions come with their own tweaks. The Vive version, subtitled The VR Case Files, rebuilds all 7 of the game's cases specifically for virtual reality. Whether this means you play the game from first or third person is unclear at the moment. The Switch version of the game adds optional gestured-based controls mapped to the Joy-Cons, touchscreen controls, and wide over-the-shoulder camera angles. I don't know what that necessarily means.
Sounds cool.
But there you go. Not to be left out, though, the old PS4 and the Xbox One versions will include new cinematic camera angles along with the usual higher resolution textures and other graphical facelifts.
You know what I'm excited about this game? When they're re-releasing it?
You never played it?
I never played the first one.
Man, you missed out, man. You missed out. is
I've always heard.
superb.
To be like, you should play it on live stream. But I'm also like, no, don't play it on live stream because there's some stuff you have to edit out of that game.
Yeah, like when you get to the homicide part.
Yes.
Like
the first part's totally fine.
Yeah, you couldn't do homicide. You could, but it's very bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
You'd have to have like a warning and be like, hey guys, there's some stuff that's gonna get shown.
Yeah.
Like, I know I've heard you, Derek, Willis, and
it was a
bunch of
game
us.
that Derek actually played.
Yeah. It's a game that Derek Diamond will get out of the case. Tear that plastic off. It's a good game.
I'm very excited for it. Now I have to make the very hard decision. Do I get it for PS4 or do I get it for my Switch?
Part of me is tempted to get it for the Switch just because there aren't that many games out for it.
There are a lot of games out for
Well,
Switch.
but there's not
Misconception.
a lot of games I want to play on.
Exactly. Yeah. That's one reason I might get it on the Switch, but the
the same
graphics,
time,
that might be the determining factor because I'm not traveling a lot right now, not traveling and like staying somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I just get it for my
Do I
PlayStation?
stay or do I go?
Yeah, I want to get it for the PlayStation because of the graphics. Because like it said, like it's graphically it still holds up pretty well after all these years. But part of me like I'd want to get it for the PlayStation for having even better graphics than that. But then at the same time, it's like all these games are coming out for the Switch, but not a lot of people are supporting it. It's like you don't want the Switch. I mean, the Switch isn't going to go under anytime soon.
Yeah, but you want to support it so they
Yeah.
keep bringing more and more.
Yeah,
games.
exactly.
I understand 100%. And I this was exciting. I probably will get the Switch version just so I have it when I go on the road. I've got LA Noire.
Yeah,
I got something to hold
good to have
hold me
in
tight.
Yeah, LA Noire. Yeah, that was actually one of the games that like really got me into like more like console gaming. I did a lot of like PC gaming, especially as a kid growing up. Yeah, a lot of games, specifically the Harry Potter games. And yeah, so it was which was Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Revelations and LA Noire were like the two that really got me into it. So yeah, LA Noire hold a special place in my heart. Oh, it's just so good. I love solving the Black Dahlia cases, the ones that you cannot show on live stream at all.
Oh my god, that was the storytelling in LA Noire was so phenomenal.
Oh, it was incredible.
So phenomenal, except the ending.
Here's the thing. Does it have multiple endings? Because my friend said this isn't. I don't know. Okay, my friend said that one thing happened to his character, but then something totally else happened to me.
I don't know if it has multiple endings. I haven't looked it up.
Okay.
So
I'll
all I know
without
is
spoilers, I'm gonna ask you afterwards. I'll ask you what happened to you.
So, guys, there and gals and everything. There.
Everything this week.
There is the news for you this week. If you enjoyed that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want gaming content, you can go over to Nerd Cave Gaming right there. If you want to support us, you can check out Patreon right there. If you want more videos, check them out right here. Go ahead, pick one of them. I wonder which one you're going to do. If you're going to be cool, you'd pick any of them. All 4 of them. You'd be awesome.